Hello, this is Quick's Paradigm, and welcome back to Hydroneer. So this is where we left it off last episode with a couple modifications. I added these stairs so we can get over the machines here, and I put in these decorative pieces just so I have somewhere to put them. Added a little pressure gauge here on the end, and other than that, the system is pretty much the same. I put a little platform down here so we can put some spanners on it because we're going to need to repair our systems. This is a marker for where we're going to set our second line of drills. This is a little marker as well. And then I have our pressure shards right here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and run the Goliath drills until they stop and run out of dirt. We're going to move them over one level or one spot and then run them again. And then we're going to see how much total gold we got out of that entire run. We're going to go ahead and start the bases for our second row of drills. But I don't have all the drills. This is my prep place. And you can see I have a couple of things set up here, ram drills and stuff. But we don't have everything we need. We need, 4 more Goliath drills and a few more conveyor belts and all that. But we didn't have enough money after building the system to buy another whole set of 2. So we're going to use the money from the Goliath drills today to buy all that and set it up next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and get the system running, and we're going to check it out. But the first thing I want to do is, if you notice at the end of the last episode, we had the dirt sticking at the top of the conveyor belts in this sorter. So to fix that, I'm just going to replace this first conveyor belt with a grinder. Now, ideally, this grinder will grind the dirt up and put it up there smaller pieces. So a regular ram drill drills 1 shovel full of dirt, which is why it works so much more smoothly. A Goliath drill shovels 4 shovels full of dirt and makes a dirt clump. And then this grinder will turn into 2 shovelfuls of dirt, which will then go through the system. All right, and then that's all I had for that. Let's just set that right there for convenience sake. And we'll go ahead and get this thing powered up. Now, I did add a valve here so we can turn the system on here, and a valve here so we can turn the system on for the harvesters and the drills, and we can have the conveyor belts run separately. Now, I did steal the power shards from our other base so that we could have a little extra power here, plus the power shards that we got from our first initial run of the ram drills. And I'm not sure how long the drills will run until they run out of dirt, but we'll just give it a shot here. And as soon as they're done, we'll just move them over. Alright, there we go. And I think we have a backup just in case. So we'll set that guy right here. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on the conveyor belts. We're going to check those out and see how they're running. You can see we got a little over half power here. It comes all the way down the other side, and we still got about half power. So all the conveyor belts seem to be running. Our grinder is running. Look at that. It's so cool. So now all we got to do is turn on our drills. We'll hit that guy right there. And we'll come over here. And do this again. That one. Then that one. This one. And then this one. And we don't have any lights. Does that mean they're done already? Should be done. Oh, yeah. So what happens is they reset at the top, and if you look down there, that pipe is slowly going down, and the light won't actually come on until those drills hit the dirt. So we just stand here for a minute. Those drills lights should slowly come on. There they come. And then we'll see the dirt get ground up. We're going to come up here and get a better spot like this. I think this is the best view for this. This is so cool. You get to see the whole thing in action. I put this on a window here so you can see the gold spit out. But we should see a dirt clump any second now. There we go. See, and it just grinds them up into smaller pieces. And then the sorter kind of shoots them out into the harvester. We'll watch the gold come through here this time. Look at that. It just kind of spits it out underneath. That's so cool. And then right into our system. So everything is working as planned. And you can see that we're slowly getting bigger and bigger gems. And that's because the Goliath drills drill at the level. That's weird. The Goliath drills drill at the level of the dirt that they're at. So as they drill down, they'll be drilling the deeper and deeper dirt. And I think that happened because of the way I turned the system on. So we may have to adjust our timing a little bit since they weren't starting out, you know, at the top of the dirt level. So we'll just look for a clear spot and we'll drop this down in there. 1. 2. Oh yeah, and they're off now. So you can see that it didn't take long for them to get to bedrock. So we'll go ahead and get these switched over and then let them run again, and we'll start setting up our other section. So that's all the grinding. Let's go ahead and turn this off and go see how it did. Not too bad. We didn't get any power shards, but that's okay. Make sure that's still set up for power shards. Yep. But we'll go ahead and take our gold. We'll dump it out in here. And we'll do the same with our iron. Just to see how the first clean out was, and then we'll compare that to the second clean out. Alright, let's take this over here. And this is our gold bar from the first half of this Goliath drill setup. So 2,379. That's not too bad to just run them one time. Almost pays for the drills after one run. Plus you have your iron. So there you go. Almost 500. Almost 500 seed just from one run of the Goliath drills. Go ahead and sleep. Get it daylight again here. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our window down. We're going to move it over one. Take our drill, move it over one. There we go. And we'll need to add a straight piece. Get one of those out of my prep area. Like that. Alright. And for these, we just got to swap the swap the drills over. And now we are back in business. Just got to put this last window up here. Alright, there we go. The ram drills are set back up, and you can see, you know, oh crap. They dig a pretty deep hole, so we'll just unstuck. And go back over here. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to turn this back on. And our ram drills come on automatically. And there we go. Okay, so we need to change some stuff. Let's turn this off real quick. And we'll turn the drills off. And then we'll just try to plan them a little better. But since our... Oh, we'll go ahead and turn this on and run this dirt through there. Perfect. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to have to kind of figure out how we want to turn on the... Oh, sorry, I turned it back off. Figure out how we want to time the Goliath drills. So we can probably turn these on right behind each other, because then it'll come out and go down, come out and go down. We'll probably want to count to like 5 and then turn these on. Because you don't want, this will only grind one piece of dirt at a time. So if 2 pieces of dirt come on it while it's still, if another piece of dirt comes on it and it's still splitting the previous piece, then it will just skip it and not grind it at all. So I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now there should be a small gap between each dirt piece, but we'll see. I don't know if it's random how these dig, but you can see now that they're kind of coming out at random pieces. And then this one came out, and then this one will come out. Alright, great. So while that's doing that, we'll go ahead and try to get our system set up for round 2. We'll grab this guy. He'll go right here. Oh, that's not right. Like that. Uh-oh. Did I not get all the dirt out the last time this got stuck? I think that was the problem. There's already a piece of dirt stuck in there from last time. So we'll just put this on the conveyor belt and let it go down there. greatest threat to this system is human error. See, I did it again. That was my fault. Dang it. The moral of the story is, don't drop your dirt in there while the system's still running. Okay, let's get the spanners. You see this sparking action? You just give that a good little fixer-upper there. And I fell down the hole again. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, everything's working until I start screwing with it, so we'll just leave this dirt down here and then we'll fix it after the fact. If we just stand here, it works fine. When we start messing around and doing other stuff, for some reason I think it lags it out a little bit. But it looks like they're finishing up their first dig here, so we'll try to get some more of this built. And I'm interested to see if our harvester setup is going to be able to handle 8 total drills instead of just 4. That'll be the true test once we get the second row set up. I'm going to try to have 8 drills going into the same harvester to see if we can use this setup or if we're going to need to modify it so that each side has its own harvester. Yep, see? If I stay out of the way, it works just fine. Okay. That's fine. It's good to know. Quick screws up everything. Alright. So that's the basis. So what we're going to do is when we're going to put our drills over here, we're just going to use T's in between these two to have both of them set up at the same time. Okay. Is there anything else we have that we can go ahead and get set up? Grab our windows. It's throwing dirt at me. What the heck's going on up there? Well guys, I thought I had solved the puzzle, but apparently it's still getting stuck. I don't know what's going on. If we sit here and watch it, it works just fine. If we turn our backs, not so much. But this is why Goliath drills are so fun. You get bigger rewards and a bigger headache all at the same time. So anyway, you kind of get the idea here, where we're going to have drills back to back and then a whole nother row of drills along that way. And then on the other side, towards the trucks, we're just going to repeat the setup again and have them both running into the same harvester in the middle. and then just shooting the stuff down the conveyor belts into the sorters. So we'll have one big sorting area. And after we get a couple of these set up, I want to start building our jewelry shop and our garage for our vehicles. These are actually drilling pretty long this time. I'm surprised. Normally they hit bedrock pretty quick. So, oh yeah, it looks like we're finally coming to the end here. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn the drills off because we don't want them wish there was a better way to turn these off. You can't always get to the front of drills, so I wish the switch was more on the side or something. But anyway, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the water off so it doesn't mess with our filters. So that was one full run. Oh, I'm going to leave this on. Actually, I'm going to get all this extra dirt. Kind of flew all over the place. We're going to put it in the system because we'll want an accurate representation of you know, what the system actually did, right? So we'll go ahead and just dump this in here. Is there any more dirt over here? Yeah, there's one piece right there. Reminds me of the good old days when we were mining by the shovel. Alright, well, we're going to put a couple of these in before it'll let us break some more up because they're just going to recombine on each other. Come back here, pickaxe. That was kind of cool. Look, I just got it hanging off the side there. Oh, okay. We'll move you out of the way here. Is that better? Okay. My pickaxe keeps trying to go down the conveyor belt. And we'll get our last piece here. We'll go sleep through the night. I did not mean to make that hole. I'm disappointed. I wanted to keep the ground fresh, but that's okay. We won't be over there that often anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off everything to save our power shards. Man, that took a lot out of our power shards. I hope we got quite a bit of them over here. Alright, we'll start with the jewels. You can see that we kind of got some bigger jewels here, you know, towards the end of the mine. So that's pretty good. That'll help us make our jewelry. And then we got a little bit of power bar here. We'll be needing that for sure. And then our iron. Nice big iron bar. And then we have our gold. Looks like we got a couple of things in the system still. So I'm going to go ahead and take this window off. And get our magnet on a stick. I should have done this before we cleaned it out, but that's not too bad. We'll just set it on here and let it get sorted before our next run. So yeah, you remember our old cleanouts? We used to have piles of this stuff just sitting around. We would have to resort, and now, we barely got 2 little pieces. So that's awesome. So we'll put our window back. Put our magnet on a stick back over here. And the last thing I want to do is, let's go ahead and weigh these up and just see. For this one run, 2631. So pretty close to what we got the last time. So we can expect to get, between 23 and 2600, per run of the Goliath drills. So that's pretty good. We'll weigh this one too just to see. About 600. So a little bit better the second run than we got the first run. The last thing I want to do is go ahead and replace the Goliath drills with ram drills. And for that we will need a shovel, because we have to fill in the holes that the ram drills made. So I'm going to go ahead and move these over here. Oh, that's one too far. Like that. So that they're set up and ready to go for next. Why don't you want to go there? What's going on with this ram drill? That's so weird. Okay, well. Maybe there's something it doesn't like about the dirt. We may have to play with that. Maybe the ground slopes too much or something. But anyway, we'll just set these over here for now. Somewhere. Get them out of the way. And we'll grab our ram drills. Oh wait, first things first. We gotta take a little bit of dirt. Getting stuck in the hole is the worst. Alright. Try this one more time. I'm just gonna dig down and get a little bit of dirt from the bottom of the hole and try to put it up here towards the top of the hole. And we should eventually kind of fill this guy in just like that. We're probably going to need dirt from multiple holes, but we should be able to just fill this in like this and fall down again. It's awesome. I underestimated the hole's ability to trap me. There we go. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Now it doesn't matter with the ram drills because they don't really dig down. So we should just be able to set these right on top and not have any issues. kind of filling our hole a little bit. Okay, let's grab those ram drills, get them set up, and we'll start those running and see if we have any better luck or if we have the same problems. So I'm just going to replace those right in the same holes that the Goliath drills were on. Just like that. All right, let's get the system running and see what we come up with. See what I was saying about turning the drills on? Like, I wish there was a switch in the back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start this one. Start this one. Start this one. And start this one. If I can get to it. There we go. And you see the grinder is grinding it up, but it's also helped push it kind of towards the middle, so that'll really help over time. We may have a little bit of a backup here, but hopefully the nuggets just kind of push themselves over like that one did. I actually think the grinder for the ram drills is making more problems than it's helping. We may just replace that with the regular conveyor belt and see what happens. Let's actually try that. We'll turn this off. We'll grab our regular conveyor belt. Put that grinder over here out of the way. Grab our dirt chunks. Alright. Put this guy back in there. Yeah, because like I said, the ram drills only put out one shovelful of dirt, so it shouldn't ever have enough in there to clog the system. So let's go ahead and turn that back on real quick. And there they go. And when they go into the sorter, oh, I forgot to clean that out. That's my bad. When they go into the sorter will kind of shift them over to the middle as opposed to being on the sides. And even if they combine, they'll combine into 2 shovelfuls of dirt, which is what we were grinding down the Goliath drills to come through here. So I think these ram drills are going to be awesome. And now we have our first set of perpetual drilling. It's just going to go and go and go. It's going to be so awesome. So there we go. And since they are running together now, they kind of come out just far enough apart so that everything works out smoothly. But I think adding the sorter, you can see with the ram drills, it really helps because they kind of float right out into the harvester, and they come out right in the middle, so there's no getting caught on the sides and all that kind of stuff. So there you go, guys. Now we have our full functional ram drill setup. And again, the Goliath drills really helped because we're going to need these bigger gems once we get ready to make our jewelry. Alright guys, well that is it for this episode. I want to thank you for joining us. I'm just going to clean up some of this extra dirt. I will get our jewelry and stuff ready for next episode. We'll go to the jeweler and sell it, and go ahead and start building setup number 2 and see if we can learn from our mistakes and set things up a little better. Thank you for joining. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe for more Hydroneer. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.